In Nashville, Tennessee, as in most cities across the United States, you'll find dreamers. 18-year-old Mercedes Gonzalez is one of them. Spending time with her 4-year-old nephew Chucho and her sister Maria, Mercedes can't help but contemplate a piece of legislation that could change her life.
If the DREAM Act got to pass, a lot of dreamers will have their dreams finally come true. They will have the opportunity to get a better education, to have a better life for their families and for themselves.
Dubbed dreamers, there are an estimated 2 million undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as young children. Culturally, they view themselves as Americans. Others view them as illegal. Passage of the DREAM Act would allow them to pursue college or enter the military, which would open the door to legal employment and citizenship, and solidify their status in a country they call their own. But Mercedes' American dream turned into a nightmare just days before her high school graduation. She was pulled over during a routine traffic stop on her way home from church.
The police officer asked me if I was illegal or undocumented.
Mercedes is in fact in the U.S. without proper papers. She was just 11 when her family fled violence in Mexico. When she was arrested for driving without a license, her lack of legal status meant she was in danger of immediate removal from the U.S.
When I got in jail for 3 days, I was really nervous. The sheriff officer told me that you will never see your family again.
It was just heartbreaking.
Public defender Catherine Esquivel met Mercedes in jail.
I told her that I would do whatever I could do to get her out. They were going to quickly take her to Louisiana and quickly deport her to Mexico, where she was telling me she didn't have any family, didn't know anyone, hadn't been there since she was 11.
Esquivel turned to a ministry supported by the United Methodist Church. Justice for Our Neighbors provides free, high-quality legal services for vulnerable immigrants, and they agreed to represent Mercedes.
She's got a notice to appear before a judge, but she doesn't know when that will be. In the meantime, Mercedes has been working really hard with a lot of community organizations that have really used her story as a way to shed light on the plight of a lot of students like her who will likely be eligible for the DREAM Act if and when it passes, but who in the meantime are facing deportation.
While the bill has bipartisan support, and polls show that a slight majority of Americans favor its passage, Mercedes' story has fired up opposition. Online discussions include searing comments like these.
These children have participated in an illegal act and are fruit of the poison tree.
These kids don't mind telling lies. Frankly, they're undesirables and offer our country nothing.
Life is not always fair. What would Jesus do is irrelevant.
But many have advocated in support of Mercedes, including her high school teachers. The attention has garnered a personal conversation with President Obama, national news coverage, and an online petition to support her. Mercedes is not waiting idly for the passage of the DREAM Act. She is recruiting other young immigrants to speak out for their own dreams.
Are you going to be able to come next Thursday for a general meeting?
And she is applying to nursing school at one of the many universities that welcome the diverse talents of multicultural students. With her good grades, community service, and the recent push by the White House to concentrate on deporting violent offenders rather than DREAM Act eligible students, she has a fighting chance to stay in the country she calls home.
I'm worried about what's going to happen to these young people.
It takes a minute to pick up the phone and to call a lawmaker.
Mercedes Gonzalez, one of the millions of dreamers, she knows it won't come easy.
I'm still afraid of what's going to happen to me, but I have a lot of hope.